Now, you've been told that smartwatches tracks your heart rate, your sleep, and even your blood oxygen levels. But did you know that those sensors on your wrist might not be always accurate, especially if you're hiking, sick, or just hairy? Well, this Huawei Watch 5 still has those sensors, but now you can get a real-time reading with just a fingertip tap on the watch. And yes, you can even play games on those same sensors too. So let's check out why this is not your usual smartwatch. First, let's talk about the design, because this looks like they belong in the future. It's got that sleek, minimalistic aesthetic with a high-end premium finish which feels just right on the wrist. Now, this futuristic look is because of the unique front cover that is made of spherical glass. It is beautiful to navigate on, and the screen quality was one of the best I have seen, but at the same time being way more durable, which also complemented the overall look of the watch. It has a massive 3000 nits of peak brightness, so no worries about looking at a watch screen in a super bright sun like here in Malaysia. Now, compared to the Huawei Watch Fit 4 series that I've reviewed, that was slim and sporty, but this is a bold, sharp, and definitely looks more luxurious. And yes, surely futuristic as well. It comes in two variants, a 42mm, which I have in white, that has a stainless steel case, and the one that I have been using is this bigger 46mm, which has an aerospace grade titanium case, which is in the purple color. I know you might be thinking fancy means fragile, right? Especially on how the watch looks. But no, because this Huawei Watch 5 is built to last with durable materials, but keeping the watch lightweight enough for a daily use. So whether or not you're hitting the gym or just flexing your watch on a date night, it fits right in. Now let's talk about what makes this watch truly different. This is the first smartwatch in the world to feature the multi-sensing X-Step technology, letting you to measure your SpO2 levels using your fingertip on the side of the watch. So there's no awkward positioning or waiting for your wrist sensors to kick in. Just tap with your finger on the side sensor at the middle button for about 30 seconds and done. Now, this works because of the combination of the ECG, PPG, and the pressure sensor from the wrist to the fingertips, which gives a more accurate health monitoring because the fingertip has usually a thinner epidermal layer and has richer artery compared to traditional wrist-based sensors, especially if you have super hairy hands. Hello, Omar. Now, because of this X-Step technology, it has a better and overall richer signal quality. Now, the reason why SpO2 reading is very important is because if you have any breathing or any heart conditions where your body might struggle to get enough oxygen, this could be a real life-saving feature, as a real-time blood oxygen checks this to help you or your doctor to spot any warnings early. But if you're a hiker or even a mountain climber, you know how thin the air is when you go on higher altitudes, which could overall mess your oxygen level. So this watch will tell you exactly whether or not you should push forward or just take a break before your body actually starts telling you that. Then it also supports the health glance feature that measures 10 health metrics, where not only it needs about 60 seconds to complete the test using the multi-sensing X-Step technology, but for a more complete micro checkup, which includes your heart rate, sleep quality, skin temperature, respiration rate, and two new health metrics, which are HRV and also emotions. So it's like carrying a mini health lab on your wrist, and no, you don't need a lab coat to use this. Then Huawei has also thought of a fun way of using this X-Step sensor by playing the Jump game, which you can download it from the Huawei app gallery on the watch. And I have to say that this game is quite addictive, so beware. Okay, but what's a health tracker without proper insights? Because this Huawei Watch 5 takes all of that raw health data and turns it into personalized tips. From better health suggestions to spotting abnormal heart patterns. So it won't just typically just show you numbers, but actual advice that you can act on. And because I've been wearing this daily for a week, there's the Huawei Health App Summary that will give you a full view of your week's progress, just like your own wellness dashboard. Then as for the next feature, honestly, I didn't expect to love as much as I did, as this Huawei Watch 5 has smart gesture controls, and here is how it works. Now you can do a double tap using your thumb and index finger to end third-party calls like WhatsApp or Zoom. You can even snooze your alarm for about 10 minutes, take a remote photo using the camera shutter, and even play or pause your music. But if you want to get even fancier, you can use the double tap and slide to go to the other options like the menu, like turning off your alarm. And once you slide your fingers, you can select to either skip the music track for either going forward or backwards. Where to activate, just hit to the settings on the watch, go to the hand gesture and switch on the detect smart gesture controls. So if your hands are full, for example, if your right hand is eating banana leaf rice and your left hand is holding a coconut water, yeah, no worries about that. Now I know that this sounds like a novelty feature, but it's something that you might think that you do not use, but once you use it, you can't go back. And if you want to pay for that banana leaf rice, if your hands are all dirty and all tied up, you can use Touch and Go QR Pay too, but don't forget to wash your hands here. Now a feature-packed watch like this usually comes with daily charging, right? But in true Huawei fashion, this one does not. Now this is because the battery life ranges between 4.5 days under the standard mode or up to 11 days under the ultra long battery life mode, depending on how hardcore or if you work out very often like me. Of course, the battery overall usage will definitely differ accordingly. But yes, just like a lot of the recently released smartwatches from Huawei, it is compatible with Harmony OS, Android and iOS devices as well, so you don't have to switch ecosystem to enjoy every feature of this watch. Now, if you're loving this video so far, do give this video a nice big thumbs up to tell YouTube that you're enjoying this video, and a subscription will be extra sweet too, so thank you, and thank you very much in advance. Now, back to the Watch 5. Now when it comes to daily use, this holds up like a champ. Now just like the previous video review of the Huawei Watch Fit 4 series, it's got all the essential that you expect for a smartwatch, like receiving and replying messages directly with their integrated keyboard inside. But my favorite is still the ability to have your NFC card access into the watch as well. Now this feature has stuck to me to a point where I just can't go back to any other smartwatch after using this. And here's something that you can also really enjoy, or is also a little fun, because you can even listen to your favorite Malaysian radio stations directly from your Huawei Watch 5 thanks to the Shock app. Now similar like the Jump Jump game mentioned earlier, just head to the app gallery on the watch, search for Shock, install it, and you're good to go. And what's great is that you can play the radio station directly on the watch speaker, so you can even adjust the volume using the watch crown. And yes, the speakers were also quite loud as well. Then there are 100 plus sport modes too, where there is a 40-meter free diving and trail running with outdoor maps. Now besides the 15,000 plus free global golf course maps as well, there's even a 3-month free trial for the Health Plus app membership to get an even better insights to your overall health and your workout too. So here's the deal. The Huawei Watch 5 is not just a good looking smartwatch, it is a very good health tracker, a smart assistant, and a gesture controlling powerhouse. Now with the world's first X-Step multi-sensing technology, this gives you more accurate health monitoring, 10 different health metrics, gesture navigation, long battery life, and that sleek futuristic build. So if you're looking for something that looks different than any other smartwatches out there, something that genuinely moves the needle in overall smartwatch innovation, then the Huawei Watch 5 is absolutely worth considering, especially with a starting price of only 1,799 ringgit. And as always, I will leave all the links below, including the current promo of getting a free Buds 5 and also the 3 months free trial on the Huawei Health Plus membership as mentioned earlier. But if you want something different, check out my recent video review of the Huawei Watch Fit 4 series over here.